Hey guys, this is TJ and Sarah back with Blue Dog Ventures. Wanted to share with you, we just got back from a grocery run and wanted to share a little tip with you guys. As we all know, grocery prices are through the roof right now, and you know, we have to value our dollar and try to cut corners everywhere we can, especially those of us that are feeding big families. We usually have a table full every night. So on this particular grocery run, they had a pack of beef tenderloin that was reduced because it's getting close to date. And this is also a bulk chunk of meat that you can cut yourself. TJ's gonna cut this up. But you can, it's always a good buy right off the bat if you can buy a bulk piece of meat and do your own cutting and trimming. But again, on top of that, it was reduced for quick sale. And then another tip is try to always buy the family packs of meat. You usually get a much better price per pound. And what we do is we'll come home, we set up and get the vacuum sealer out, and we'll split it up into, like, I think there's probably 10 pork chops in here. We'll split this pack in half, and that'll be 2 separate meals. But just wanted to share that quick tip, something you might not have thought about, because like I say, as tight as money is and as high as groceries are, every little bit helps that we can save. But I'm gonna swap places with TJ, and I'll film while he demonstrates cutting and the vacuum sealing. And if you're in the market for a good vacuum sealer, this Potane vacuum sealer, we've been real impressed with it so far. It's lightweight, it's compact, it's easy to work with one hand, and it's got these extra 2 features that we haven't had in past vacuum sealers. It stores the bag roll, and you just pull out what you need, and then it actually has a cutter that TJ will demonstrate, that a slider cutter that cuts the bag for you. So they've designed it where you can, you know, use it one-handed, which is real nice because your hands a lot of times be messy when you're working with the meat or whatever. But we highly recommend, and we've trial tested it time and time again, and we've been impressed with it. So the link will be in the description if you guys want to check that out. But we'll go ahead and swap out, and TJ can demonstrate how we split it up and how he'll cut this beef tenderloin and show you the vacuum sealer in use.
And some people frown upon this color right here, but you'll see when I cut into it, it's fine. It smells fine. It's aged beef. Now, I don't do pork, I don't do chicken, I don't do any other meat like that. I wouldn't recommend getting it, but beef, a little age to it, makes it better. Like I said, this is filet mignon. All you got to do is cut this and wrap it in bacon. We don't necessarily wrap ours in bacon. We like ours about this thick. Just that is close to $30 if you bought them. We're marbling. Oh, that's a good one. This knife right here, the old cheap knife, it don't cost much. It's a marlin. And you can see it's in discolored and wore out. I just keep sharpening. I got one up there that's so thin, I had to get me another one. They'll be linked down in the description. Like I said, they ain't but a couple of dollars. I think this was less than 10 bucks, and I've had it for a long time.
He's filleted a mini catfish with that one.
So that's probably $30 at the grocery store. 30, 60, 90, 120, and 15, 135. Right there, we got it for $29. I think instead of the big roll, we're gonna swap it out and put the little roll. I really like this vacuum sealer. And I think we're gonna do we're gonna do 3 and 3. Or that's 3 meals. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's about all we need. That much right there. Take this blade here, cut it, pull it forward. This right here locks it, and seal only. That blue light goes off, she's ready to go. We do a bunch of deer meat. That's what the majority of our meals are. Duck season, we eat a bunch of duck, but they don't last very long. But we have to go to the grocery store every now and again. Now I'm just gonna put these in there. Like I said, we're gonna do three per bag. You can go ahead and pre-season them if you want to. Flip this baby around. Close it, locker, it's already on moist. This is meat, not a dry vaccine.
As he mentioned, we harvest and eat a lot of our own game that we put up during the year, but we still have to buy some meat from the grocery store. And like I say, when we do, we like to buy in bulk in the family packs, and this is what we do.
Yeah, deer tenderloin backstrap don't last too long right here. That's a delicacy. We eat them up pretty quick. We vacuum seal them. We got some out there, but we don't want to use them all. But this ready. Pop this top. You see how tight that seal is. The day is March 7th. Actually, we won't never make it very long, but 25. Beef. Put these in the refrigerator. I mean, in the freezer. Reach in there and grab the other end. Pull it through. We do a lot of stuff. Like we got corn here. We got this from the grocery store because we didn't eat everything from last year that we put up. With vegetables, we'll take squash and cut it up. Peppers, onion, just anything. These things right here really come in handy when you're putting up everything. We just now getting into the planting season. We got our red seed potatoes, or red potatoes planted, or some people call them new potatoes. They just started breaking the dirt out there. This year, Mama planted a bunch of stuff and done them from seeds upstairs and put them upstairs and grew them out from a seed. Tomatoes, everything, peppers. We planted a few things, but still like another little bit longer before we can put some of this stuff in the dirt.
Like I said, last season, we were able to get sweet corn locally for 10 cents a ear. And we bought it in bulk, and just froze it whole, shuck and all. We just cut the ends off and we vacuum sealed them, and we've ate on that. We just finished up our corn, but you can just take them out and pop them in the microwave. Actually, just wrap them like in a wet paper towel, or the shuck is really enough. Just pop them in the microwave for 2 or 3 minutes, or we'll throw them on the grill if we're grilling. Put up a lot of jalapeno poppers and vacuum seal them. Go ahead and make them up. We get a lot of use out of vacuum sealer.
Oh yeah, especially we do a lot of camping. We can put stuff in there, even in the boat. You can little snacks and stuff in there, because you never know when a thunderstorm will come up and you on the backside of the other side of the lake, or we down the river and don't want something to get wet. Your crackers, or even your boat registration, all that stuff you're supposed to keep on. You could just put it in a seat. If you have to bust it, most of the time you don't have to deal with it, but if the game was to come up, it would never get wet. I say that because mine was soaking wet, and I had it in what I thought was a waterproof bag. So I had to get it out and dry it off on my dash yesterday. Sometimes matter of fact, this afternoon we're gonna cook some rabbits, and we went ahead and seasoned them up and put them in the freezer or refrigerator to let them sit and soak in some of the flavor. And we done ribs a couple last weekend, I think. I'll check that video out. That's it. We're gonna continue on and jump on these pork chops. But we appreciate y'all watching. Just a little tidbit of information, something you can do, especially if you got bigger families. I know I just got 3 steaks at a time, but you never can't tell. It might just be me and Mama one night, and next night I may have to put every one of these on there. But we got them separated just in case. Don't want to put them all together and have to bust it open and waste some meat.
You know how kids are once they get driver's license or of age where they're old enough to drive. You never know if they're gonna be home for supper or not. But like you said, it's always a guessing game, and
they bring friends with them, and you don't ever know.
But we try to package and freeze accordingly, where we can just, like I say, just feed me and him, or if we've got a house full, we've got the kids and then their boyfriends and girlfriends, and we'll pull out more. But like you said, we were just sharing this quick tip. Maybe it'll save you $1 or $2. Hope you got something out of it. If so, be sure you hit the like button and subscribe. And again, the link will be in the description for the Potane vacuum sealer if you guys want to check that out. And as always, we appreciate y'all watching.
Real quick, I want to mention this too. I know if you watch our videos, you see we always got these cutting boards, and they stay the way they do. I love messing with wood. I built a bunch of different cutting boards. These are glued together. This is poplar and red oak. This one is. But this stuff right here, I know if you watch our videos, especially our cooking, this is always sitting in the windowsill, because after we get through cleaning and this dries, we'll put a little bit on here. But it don't take much, and it's plant-based. It's got it's made food contact safe. It had used with coconut oil, beeswax, pure mineral oil, and vitamin E. So it's food friendly. But just to show you this one's a little moist, but this one's dry. And watch it bring out the color.
We always just hand wash these boards, because the dishwasher will warp them and start separating them. But like I said, he handcrafted these himself, and we try to take care of them, but we use them all the time, as you can tell.
Help preserve them. They look a lot better. This one we don't use, but you see how much of a shine that side versus that side. This has got cedar in it, and you don't we don't use this to cut on. It's just for hot surfaces or putting a pan on or looks or whatever. But it brings the shine out of it. I really like this stuff. It'll be linked down in the description. I've been wanting to mention it because, like I said, we got a ton of cutting boards that I build, and it works. Works good, and you can put it on there, and I ain't go right back to putting meat on it right now. It's just fine. Had to mention that. I've been wanting to mention it. It's always in the windowsill. I figure y'all see it sits up here. Like and subscribe, and I hope this helps somebody out. We appreciate y'all watching. Thanks, guys.